Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Today's question of the day comes from Denise in Ohio.
She says, my husband refuses to sit down and talk about a budget. He doesn't want limitations on how he can spend our money. I never know when I'm going to come home and find a new vehicle in our driveway. Jeez. He has 2 muscle cars, a truck, several all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and plans on always having a car or motorcycle payment. This has forced me to separate our finances because I have no doubt that he would find a way to spend my money along with his. We both contribute a portion of our income to pay bills. He wants to be in charge of that, but is regularly late on payments. Lately, he's been telling me not to put money in my 401k or I'll lose everything. He doesn't have any retirement savings except what he invests in silver. I don't know what to do, but make sure that I have a secure retirement. I don't know what to do.
DIVORCE. That's the only way you're going to be secure in retirement. This guy's...
He's out of control.
No, you're not married to a man. You're married to a child. I want to buy me a big truck, and you can't tell me I can't buy a big truck, Mama. You can't tell me nothing. And the world's going to come to an end anyway, so I'm going to put my money in silver. It's a freaking 4-year-old. This guy's disgusting. He's disgusting. I don't know what you're still doing there. I mean, you're married to the equivalent of an alcoholic who does cocaine. I mean, this is so out of control, such self-centered behavior, such immature behavior, it's hard to measure. So, the only hope you've got is to sit down and see a marriage counselor and let them give you the words to guide him into the marriage counseling office with your pastor or with a good marriage counselor that's trained or however, I don't care. But someone needs to be giving you words other than me because I'm just so pissed at this guy right now. He's useless. But so, I mean, unless he changes, if you stay married to him, you're going to be broke your whole life. And frustrated because the anger is dripping out of
Well, and just the selfishness in it all. Not only does he not want to talk about it, he's making decisions without you, all of this. And that's not just with the money side. That's probably happening in every part of your marriage.
He does whatever. This guy does whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. He has no limitations on him whatsoever by anyone. He likes one person on the planet, himself. Selfish is what we call that. It's the opposite of selfless. Yeah. I can't even imagine what Winston Cruz would do if you came in and started acting the way this guy's acting.
Or if Winston Cruz came home acting the way he's acting. I mean, like, either way.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I can't even
it's just a spouse.
imagine.
Well, it's just a spouse. And that's the thing that's so hard. You know, not only is the financial decisions that he's literally making in reality of buying very expensive things, not saving, all of that, but let alone the spouse that's like, well,
just disrespect.
Well, and it's just the spouse too that just says that first line. He refuses to even talk about the budget. Like, even that in and of itself,
I do what I want to do,
is showing, yes, this level that you're not seeing marriage as a team at that point, and she's suffering. Denise suffers because of that. So
Denise, if you were my little sister, and I loved you, which I do, I would say I don't want your marriage to end, but I think your husband has chosen to end it. So what I would tell you to do is to go see a marriage counselor, and he won't go because he won't do anything. It's not about him. And the marriage counselor is going to guide you in a proper, not a radio answer or a podcast answer, in a proper series of steps to confront and ultimately lead to what we call an ultimatum, which is either, Bubba, you're going to get in marriage counseling with me, and we're going to start handling our stuff together, and we're going to both have a say in this, and you're going to start respecting my viewpoint, not just yours. And either of those things are going to happen, and we're going to start handling money together, and we're going to start being wiser, or I'm not going to be here. So you are going to choose to be divorced, sir, if you don't agree to make some changes. That's what you're telling him. The result of you continuing to do this is going to be, I'm gone. And you need someone to guide you in that process, not me, not just me getting fired up at this guy. That's not, I don't want to transfer that to you. But you need to sit down with a coach, a counselor, a marriage counselor that can guide you in much better than I can, Rachel can, but will guide you in a series of conversations with your husband that lead to finally saying, either you stop this behavior and we get on the same page and we go to marriage counseling where you start respecting me and loving me as much as you love you, or we're going to call this, I'm done. Because you can't, fast forward this in your mind, Denise, 20 years and see where y'all are. You have a lot of rusty trucks in the yard. That's where you are 20 years from now.
And it's sad. He chooses that over you. Yeah. I mean, is what it ends up being. Yeah. And it's really sad.
Yeah, this guy's got issues. His mommy and daddy never told him no. And how dare his wife be a grown-up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's going on. When I was growing up, they don't say this anymore. It's a saying people don't use anymore. That if you never tell your child no and you buy them everything, they do not learn the ability to have self-discipline because they've never had discipline. And when I was growing up, we called that so-and-so was a spoiled child.
People say that.
Like spoiled mayonnaise. Have you ever smelled spoiled mayonnaise? It stinks to high heaven. Spoiled children stink worse because they become Denise's spouse later. And that's what this is. This is a spoiled brat little boy that you chose poorly when you married.
No,
really. I mean, you
never know. I'm not saying that because I don't know. I don't know their story of that, but he sucks now. So
there's no question about that. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.